Where's everybody from? I'm from right outside of Nashville.
I'm from Ontario, just halfway between Toronto and Niagara Falls.
Okay.
I'm outside Los Angeles.
I live right outside of Indianapolis, but born and raised Chicago.
We're from
The UK?
the UK, between Manchester and Liverpool.
Plan on visiting your area next summer for a few days. I'll be in Liverpool for, I think, 3 nights. So,
Oh, fab. Yeah, just down the road from us.
20 minutes away.
big Beatles fan.
Right.
It's a good museum. It's a good tour. That yes.
That's what I keep hearing from a lot of people.
You need to visit the houses as well, which are National Trust houses. You can go and visit them. Yeah.
Pat, are you going to share?
Am I going to share what?
Well, that looks like a big donut.
Oh my God. I didn't think you could see me eating. It's my cream stick.
It looks really good.
Yes, it
Go
does.
well with a cup of tea.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't make tea or coffee.
Terry, weren't you on last time with your husband, maybe?
Not with my husband. He doesn't like Zoom calls. Reminds him of work, and now that he's retired, he doesn't want to do that.
Okay.
Just me.
Okay, good deal. Well, welcome everybody. This is kind of a free for all. I set it up, but it's your cruise, so we can talk about anything and everything. As I said earlier, I checked, and it's 77 days from today to sailing date. For me and my partner, who should be on here in a little bit, it's our first Alaska cruise. Now we're celebrity fans, but our first Alaska cruise. We're staying on afterward and heading toward Honolulu. So pretty exciting time, for us. Anybody been to Alaska before and have anything they want to share with us?
Yeah, I've been before about 15 years ago. It was great. It was the best itinerary I've done, and I've done about 15 cruises. So it was great. We've been waiting for 15 years to go back. So very excited.
It's a long wait. It's been 5 years for us. We were there 5 years ago. This will be our 21st cruise and our fourth with Celebrity. So our third time on Solstice.
Oh, really? That's good to know. We normally do NCL. So this is our first Celebrity. I've done about 11 or 12 NCL cruises, or more. So this is our first Celebrity. So I'm really spending a bunch of time doing my celebrity research because it's a little bit different from NCL.
Mm-hmm. So we really, really liked Celebrity. We did most of our cruises on Royal Caribbean. We did one cruise on Celebrity when our son worked there as staff. He was in charge of doing the lighting and the sound for their production shows for 2 contracts, so about a year and a half. And I missed him so bad, my husband surprised me with Carnival Cruise. That's our one and only. The next time he was on his next contract, we met him in Key West because Celebrity just wasn't, Carnival was not for us. We also did 2 Princess cruises, one to Tahiti and one for the British Isles. And probably won't go back and do Princess anymore either, but we really, really enjoy Celebrity.
Good. Good to hear.
Yeah, this will be my third cruise to Alaska, and actually my fourth, because I'll be on the week before too. So I'll be able to give weather updates, on
That'll be
Facebook
good.
now and then.
Packing changes, right?
Oh yeah, last minute.
So are you doing back-to-back Alaska? Is that what you're doing? Or what are they
Yes.
doing? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Alaska is an incredible destination. It's,
Totally agree.
just beautiful.
There are some people who will be sailing with us who we talked to last month who are doing back to back to back to back. And they will end up in Singapore, I think, at the end of of all of this. I think they go to Honolulu, and then I think to New Zealand, Australia, and then I believe to Singapore. So
Mm.
That'd be a blast.
That would be sweet.
That would be.
That's the life. Yeah.
Well, we have become celebrity fans. I did decades of Disney. I've done Virgin, love Virgin. But we switched over to celebrity 2 or 3 years ago and went on the Edge class and absolutely loved it. And then last year, and I can't remember which ship we were on, but we were in the Med and we're on celebrity. And for adults, I mean, I don't think you can beat it. You don't have all the craziness and the noise, and it's great food and great people, and the ships are nice. And so, anybody on their first time celebrity, I don't think you'll be disappointed. I've not been on the Solstice, but I can't imagine that it's not up to par.
The Solstice is the beginning ship, the first ship of the class, and it has been updated twice, but it has not been revolutionized, as they're calling it. The rest of the class has been revolutionized and kind of gotten some of the edge treatments. And Solstice is still due for her. She was supposed to have had it back in 2020. Then they thought maybe 21, but with COVID, they didn't. So you might notice some places that haven't quite gotten the touches that some of the other ships have, but she's always been our favorite, hands down. And I really wanted to go back on her before they messed with her anymore.
Before they messed her up?
Yeah, before they messed her up. Like I said, she is without a doubt our favorite. We've been on the Equinox also, sister ship, but really, really, really enjoyed the Solstice.
We've been on the Eclipse twice.
No, Silhouette.
No, Silhouette and the Eclipse.
Yeah.
So that Eclipse was a lovely ship, lovely staff on the Silhouette. So the first time on the Solstice. It's also our first time for Alaska and Canada. So yes, can't wait. We are actually having a few days the week before in Canada, traveling around before we join the ship. So we're flying to Toronto and then a couple of days there, and then going over to Niagara.
Then going to Banff.
And then going over to Banff. So the lady lives by Niagara. We might be passing your doorstep.
I'm glad you're going to get a chance to go to Niagara Falls because it's spectacular. If you're in the area, you have to see it. It's just mesmerizing. We were actually there for lunch because we're only about a 45-minute drive. So we went there for lunch a couple of weeks ago, spent a couple of hours. It's great. You'll love it.
Yeah, we are actually going there for the day, aren't we? Yes.
Donna and John, are you flying over to the West Coast, or are you going to take a train?
No, we're flying from Calgary. Then we're flying to Vancouver.
Okay.
So it's Toronto to Banff, to Calgary, and then Calgary on to Vancouver. Yeah, a lot of traveling.
That's similar to what we're doing, flying from Edinburgh straight through to Calgary, and then doing 3 nights in Banff, and then flying to Vancouver. You get 3 nights and joining the ship.
Okay, that's pretty much. You've not done it with bar travel, have you?
No, Scotland's Cruise Centre.
Yeah, we're just looking forward to it now. Yeah.
I do have one question for any of you. Is the only thing we have not done is make our reservation in Vancouver for the night before. We're flying into Seattle and then taking the train up to Vancouver. And if anybody has any suggestions about hotels or anything like that, we won't even be in until 10 o'clock, so it doesn't have to be anything fancy by any means. I've looked around and they all run together for me. So
yeah, we're staying at is it Wall Centre or something? It's called Wall Centre. The name of the hotel.
Not the name where we are. No.
So you might want to stay by the airport if you're coming in late. And save all
but I'll
that.
be coming in by train. Is the train close to the airport? Train station?
Well, I was going to say you can take if it's the train front that kind of goes by the airport, you can take it all the way down almost to the waterfront.
You can take it to Waterfront Station, and it comes out right by the convention center. It's probably a 3-minute walk from the train station, the Waterfront train station for SkyTrain, to the convention center, which is where the cruise port is. It's there in the convention center. Pan Pacific is more expensive, but they also do a nice luggage transfer from Pan Pacific directly to the cruise ship, because they also sit right across the port from the convention center, and they'll take your luggage across, but it is more pricey. We had booked it twice when we got canceled twice, in 2020 and 2021. And this time we're staying at a small kind of boutique hotel called Auberge. I have noticed that many of the downtown hotels have gotten sold out. So some of the more pricey hotels are ones that still have a few rooms. Staying by the hotel and then going back across and taking the SkyTrain in the morning of would definitely save you money and some of your time. By the time you get done flying in the evening, collect your baggage, and you could just stay there at the airport hotel and then board the SkyTrain and take the SkyTrain into the cruise ship, and it'd save you time and money.
Okay, great. SkyTrain takes you down to the cruise terminal area?
Yep, it takes you right down there. I said it's about a 3 to 5 minute walk, however quickly you're walking. There's a million YouTube videos on taking the SkyTrain from the airport area to the waterfront. If anybody's like, since I had my surgery, things process a little slower than they used to. And I need to see it, not just read it. And there's a million YouTube videos out there for doing just that thing, so that you can kind of build up your confidence before you do it.
Yeah, I agree. The hotels downtown are getting sold out. They're quite pricey. We're staying at one called the Blue Horizon. One thing to be careful of, especially depending on the weather, is some of the smaller hotels and boutique hotels are not air conditioned. So if it's something that's important to you, because the original hotel I was looking at was closer to Stanley Park, because we're getting in Saturday afternoon about 2 o'clock Vancouver time. So I was going to stay at a hotel right by Stanley Park because I really wanted to go there, but it's not air conditioned. So I changed the reservation over to the Blue Horizon, which is about 3 blocks from the cruise terminal. So it'll be like a quick cab ride Sunday morning and we're there. So, and it seems like a nice hotel. And not the $1,000 that the Pan Pacific was.
Whoa.
That was $1,000 when I priced it. So yeah, it's not what I'm going to spend for one night.
Yeah, I'm staying at the Auberge too. I got a really good deal a while ago. I booked it almost a year ago.
Welcome, Dee Marie. Dee Marie is my better half. She right now is sitting about 10 feet above me. So I'm glad you got on.
We're at the Sutton,
Good to be here.
Sutton Place Hotel. That's where we're staying. Apparently it's straight down to the front. We're on I don't know how you describe it, but straight down to the bottom of the road is basically where the terminal is. So looking at it, Sutton Place Hotel. So yeah, we're there for a couple of nights. So.
How many on here is it your first celebrity cruise? Anybody did? Okay.
See, I haven't cruised celebrity since 2011.
I think you'll love it. It's hard. You know, we look at it, we can't find anything to pick apart on it. I mean, it's just, you know, for adults, and you don't have the theme park and you don't have all the noise. There's some noise, but you don't have the craziness that, you know, you're going to have on some of these giant ships.
And it never feels like there's more than a couple of hundred people on the ship, even if there's thousands.
That's true.
So.
I think it was 2019 we was last on the Celebrity
went to Norway.
Yeah, we went to the Norway fjords the last time on it. Yes. So yeah, we're looking for it. But we went, I don't know if they still have it. They had a restaurant on there called what's it called?
La Pizza Chef.
La Pizza Chef. Now, if they still have it, we did it. We can recommend it. It was so much fun. We went on, it was really good. It was all animated and on the tables all lit up and animated. And apparently, there's only one other restaurant the same in the world, and that's in Singapore. So that's really good.
Donna and John, I want to talk to you because we're doing the fjords next summer. We're doing it on Canard, though. We're doing the new Queen Anne, so looking forward to it. Next year is the last year, I think, that the big ships can go into the fjords because they've adopted a policy where you've got to have zero emissions going into some of those areas, and it's going to be smaller ships going in. So if anybody wants to go to Norway next year, maybe the last year as a big ship sailor that you can do it.
When we went
Silhouette we went on.
There was about 7 cruise ships, different companies, and we were all like almost in convoy going in.
Yeah. Oh, that was
It was really good. You could look behind and you could just see them all, or somebody in front of you, and it was all going in together. It was amazing. Yeah.
We did the fjords in 2019. We did the fjords. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it was 2019 we did it. Yeah, just the September. Yeah.
We did the fjords last year on the Pinot Iona. Because that's one of the bigger ships with over 5,000 passengers. But it's getting now the problem getting into the fjords with these large ships. The slightest bit of wind, they're not getting right into all the small fjordlands. And they had to, which I thought wasn't windy at all, but according to the captain, it wasn't safe to take the ship into the fjords, so they had to try and find another port for us to dock at as well. So it's getting more like that with the big ships.
Are you doing Sweden as well with the fjords? Or are you just doing the fjords?
Different trip.
When we go, we're just doing the fjords.
Yeah.
We're going to spend probably 8 or 9 days in the UK, starting in Liverpool, ending up in London, and then going down to Southampton and cruising from there. So, and I think it's just Norway.
Yeah, that's what we did it from Southampton.
We went to Southampton. So it's so easy if you're getting on at Southampton. It's such an easy way. But you're going direct from Liverpool round to Southampton, are you?
No, we're going to stop in London for a few days.
Oh, you stop in London. Okay.
Try to get the whole UK experience kind of thing,
No Scotland.
We'll make Scotland this time. I would love to do the whole thing, but we've limited time,
Are we going to make a day when we're on ship that we could all actually meet up in person or at a certain place? Or
that's a great idea.
So maybe it's Sail Away.
Well, yeah, I was going to say
Sail Away is kind of hard just because there's so much else going on the ship, and if you haven't gotten your luggage or if you have an issue, Sail Away is hard. Would anybody be interested in maybe the day after when we have a sea day?
Yes, that would be ideal, the sea day. Yes.
Hey, Ed, what about that area that is on the 7th floor that's outside of our cabin? It's kind of like a library.
Like the library? Yeah. Yeah.
That would work.
Yeah, because it's quiet. There's never anybody there. I mean, that's kind of become our adopted area because it's so quiet up there and there's some room. So, yeah, we could look at that.
Yeah, that'd be good. That would be good. Yes.
What time?
Yeah, I've learned through the years with these kind of things, it's so much better when you know people, when you go, and even if it's just to say hi, and we get more out of the cruise that way, and have friends from other cruises, that we've made, and it's wonderful. What about any shore excursions of recommendation? Last time we did one of these, somebody recommended the Skagway train.
That was me.
That was you? Okay. Yep. Well, we booked it. So
perfect.
We're excited about that. But what about any others?
I booked one in Icy Strait for it's the gondolier up to the mountain, and then it's a tram ride all through the forest area apparently. And then in Juneau, I booked nothing, and then in Ketchikan, I booked the hovercraft.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So we're going to doing one in each. So this is the only cruise itinerary I've gone on before that I book every single stop. I'll book an excursion because there's just so much to see and so many different things to see and so many different options. So while we're repeating the train, we're seeing a couple of new things as well. So quite excited, looking forward to it.
One thing we have booked, not on this trip, but on the following trip to Hawaii, is the pizza making class.
Fun.
Which I told Dee Marie, I said, I know she would want to do it because she's a great cook. And I said, but I want to do this too. So we're going to learn how to make pizza. So I'm excited about that one.
Oh, that's great.
Has anybody done hot glass? Because I booked that.
I booked it. So I did book that. I haven't done it before. It's my first time. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get an appointment on the first sea day and get it done.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I know, I don't know if it was in here or I heard some people talking about it who thoroughly enjoyed it and thought it was great. So, but we have not booked it or anything.
Is that the one they did on the top deck that day when they did glass blowing?
Yeah, it's on 15.
Yeah, they had that last
we saw that. We watched that. It was outside. It was amazing to watch them. We didn't actually take part in the sessions, but they did an open session on the 15th deck one evening, and everything they've made during the fortnight was on display. It was absolutely amazing.
To be bought. Yeah.
I was trying to get Dee Marie to do it, and she didn't want to do it. Now you hear all this. Are you more excited now about maybe wanting to do it?
I don't know. We'll just wait and see.
I think that's no.
Might keep you warm.
Yeah, if you want to be warm going to Alaska, Dee Marie, be around blowing glass. It's got to be warm.
Well, we were on our way to Russia when we did it, and we were sat outside with blankets tucked round us, with cocktails in our hands, and the wind blowing through our hair, watching the glass being blown. So yeah, it can be quite chilly up there. Yeah.
Donna and John, I was going to ask you, have you done your US ESTA yet?
No, not yet. It is in hand. I am going to get round to it.
I've got one from last year, but I think you still need to go in and update the address where you're staying. So I'm a wee bit confused at that point because obviously we will be in transit, but we got on at Vancouver, which we'll need a Canadian one. So it's just what you put in for the address where you're staying.
Yeah, we need two, don't we? One for Canada and one for US. Yeah. So and apparently they're not as expensive.
York, and I need to change it.
Some people are saying how that they've gone to certain sites and they're really expensive, but they're not if you do it through the official ones.
Yeah,
it's
$21 US one.
That's right. And there's something like that for the other one.
So what do you think you'll put down when it says they want to know where you're going to be on your first night in New York and in USA? But you're going to be on the ship in transit. I don't know whether you can put the name of the ship and then in transit.
Maybe an option. I haven't looked at it yet, but there may be an option. We had this when we went to Singapore.
Yeah,
a couple of months ago. We had this, and we had to when we got into Singapore. You had to say where you were staying, and I can't remember now what we had to do. I'm sure it was we just put the ship down. I'm pretty sure because we spent the first night in port. So it was to go for the next day's visit. We had to fill in because they were really, really keen for wherever you went, all the way, all that area. But I'm sure we put it on the ship. I think the ship filled it in, to be honest.
Yeah, the second one, the ship did it for us.
That was in the passport. I don't know. I really don't. I mean, I can look into it, and I can If you give me your full name, I can always message you if I find anything.
It's Linda Farrell, or Linda Campbell Farrell. I might be down as
Campbell
Farrell. I have a funny feeling you'll only, because you would normally put a hotel name, so you'll be cruising in your first place is going to be Icy Strait Point, but you're not staying anywhere. So
no, there may be a option. That's all I can say. But I just need to look at the site. But we do need to get it sorted.
Send us your email.
Yeah. I will have a look though. We're in the same position actually. My daughter needs to renew hers, but she'll have to change because she went to America this year. So she might change the same because she's with us. Yeah.
Yeah. It was an awful faff this year compared to previous. Well, last year I found it quite difficult compared to previous. But,
that's something only you guys from the UK have to do, correct?
Yeah.
Do you have to do it this way when you come this way?
We have to do it when we come to you. We did not have to last year when we came across, because we went to England and Wales last year, and I was checking because originally the date had been set for before we would have arrived in September, and then they backed off the date, and I was expecting it to go into effect this year. So if we come back again next year, we'll have to do it before we come back to see you guys over there on that side.
It'll be the same, John, when we have to do the one now for going to Spain. The new visas that are coming out, and that'll apply to American, Canadian coming into the UK. So it'll be that similar thing that we'll all need to do now. Once they keep putting it back, but I think it'll be next year sometime, or the end of this year before it comes into place. Yeah.
I like it if they just keep backing it up. It's okay.
Thank you. Us poor folk having to apply for
two. That's way over my head. I'll leave that to the secretary.
Leave it to me.
My husband, he doesn't bother.
No. It's my job.
She's been trying to find a coat for Canada, and we're just wondering what's the facilities like to buy a larger size coat
for shopping.
For shopping over there, if we was to wait until we got there.
Are you going to be shopping when you're in Calgary, Vancouver, or when you're in the Toronto area? Because if you're shopping in the Toronto area, there's lots of options. If you're going to be in Niagara, there's lots of options too, especially if you have a vehicle, because there's a lot of outlet shopping down there.
We won't have a vehicle.
You won't have a vehicle?
No, we'll be on a coach. No.
Oh, okay. With the coach, your itinerary may be stopping somewhere for shopping. I know a lot of tours do, in which case you probably would have some options there. So maybe if you check your itinerary for your coach, and then if you see any shopping stops, you can you can touch base with me and let me know, and then I can let you know if there's anything in the area.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah. I'd be happy to help out.
Yes.
Thank you.
Coats, though, don't buy a winter coat. If you're going to buy a coat, get what they call a 3-in-1. Where the line zips out, or there's a vest inside. That way you can do a little more. But a winter coat, no.
Donna, I was out at one of our local malls this afternoon, and say Mountain Warehouse and Trespass. Those stores back home, you'll get like a 3-in-1, especially as we go into like end of July, August, they'll start to get their autumn stuff in. And you'll get, even just now, they've got loads of waterproof stuff in, and nice kind of like just anorak type things that are quite warm and waterproof.
Yeah, well, we've been in them just recently, but at the moment they don't have anything. Yeah, the stocking is all what's left from last year at the moment. Yeah, we've left it too late.
Yeah, but we start to get into the autumn stuff.
Some stuff will be coming in shortly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's best to prepare and even plan for layers, which is what I'm doing. I bought a coat that I wear, but I bought it a size bigger so I could layer underneath. This is a coat I would wear normally here anyways. But last time when we were in Alaska, I mean, it was so warm you didn't need a coat. You barely needed a sweater, and we were there late August, like beginning of September. So we didn't need it. There's no need at all for anything like that. So it's pretty much what's happening when. And I think I said on the last call, I'm going to wait till a week before we leave and see what the weather network's showing for the trends in the weather. And that'll kind of indicate what we need to take for, layers and different types of gear.
Yeah, that's true. It's so unpredictable at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think it's much like what you'd wear in the UK, to be honest, get into September.
It's true.
It's true. That's true.
Well, I'm prepared for like Admiral Byrd at the South Pole, so I'm ready. Boots and coats and all that. So, and hopefully we don't need it.
Yeah.
But that's what we used to take a good pair of walking boots with us. Perhaps wear them because of the weight of the suitcase. Wear them to travel in, maybe.
Somebody tell me, if you would, about Tuscan Grill. We've never eaten there, and we plan on this time. Understand it's pretty good.
Don't know.
No,
we're planning on going too, but have never been. But I've looked at the menu and it looks really good. So I hear good things about it. So I think it's worth trying out, or at least we're going to try it out for sure.
We're big on Italian food, right, Dee Marie?
Of course.
We're definitely
full-blooded Italian there. So.
What part of Italy are you from then? Before?
My grandparents, all four of my grandparents. My maternal side was from Sicily, and my paternal was from a small village about an hour east of Naples.
Oh, lovely. Yes.
Yeah.
So she has two passports. She's special.
My son lives in Sicily, so we both got our dual citizenship, and he's been there over a year living in Sicily, and he loves it.
All right, so then I'll ask about Murano, because I made a reservation for there. Anybody?
Murano is our favorite. We always go to Murano whenever we're with Celebrity. It's without a doubt our favorite. We've only ever been to Tuscan Grill once, and we were in the Caribbean, and our waiter got a little overly friendly. And although we didn't say anything on purpose, he poked my sunburn and made some comments. And it was the only time that we've ever been to Tuscan Grill. After that, my husband was like, no, I didn't want the Italian food anyway. It's like, but we do always go to Murano, and the food in Murano is excellent.
Good to know, because we're planning on going there too. So yeah, definitely.
Well, now I'm going to take a look at it.
Is that in Toronto, is it?
No.
Murano is like a whole experience. I mean, when you go in, and I mean, I realize it's been 5 years since we went, but every single time the service is impeccable. The food is really, really good, but the service is impeccable, and it's just an entire experience when you go. I mean, from the way they seat you, the way they treat you while you're there, they do some things cooked at tableside, which is really, really neat. So it is very cool. It's a true experience.
That's good. I booked it with like the first night discount. So I thought, what the heck, we'll give it a shot.
Well, it says it's
looking at
French,
it now online.
I love French.
Yeah, I like French too. And we sailed on Norwegian. They've got a French restaurant, and we used to eat there at least once or twice each cruise, and it was really good as well. Really good. So hopefully it's comparable. I'm sure it will be, or exceed. So good to do. We're interested to do the comparison.
Other thing we have booked, but again on the Hawaii side of things, because we've got 5 days at sea, we're doing the behind the scenes tour, which we've never done. Has anybody done that?
I've done it on Norwegian, not on Celebrity, but I've done one on Norwegian. So I've done a behind the scenes tour and also have gone up to the Captain's Bridge as well.
Cool. Big lucky.
Yeah, it was neat. It was a really good experience. A lot of fun.
Yeah, I've done it on Norwegian on several ships, big and small, and it's really interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I love stuff like that. I like to know what's going on behind the scenes and how they do things, right, Dee Marie?
Yes. Can't change a battery, but you know what? He can build a computer. So.
I don't know where this can't change a battery came from, but anyway.
I'm waiting for that battery to get changed.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'll change it before we set sail. How's that? I've got to find it. It's part of our alarm system, and I haven't been able to find it. So.
It's good to have goals.
There you go. There you go. I've got 76 days to get it done.
Is that where we're at? 76 days
77 out? Is the number from today.
Wow, that's coming up quick, isn't it?
It is. For our days nearly over, so it is coming into our 76th then now.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, so am I right? It opens on the 1st of August for check-in.
I think that's what it said. I saw it yesterday, and I believe it was August 1st.
August 1st.
And you just do that through the app?
Yeah. I think so.
You can do it through the app or through the website, either one.
Right.
Is anybody on? I know one of you are on back-to-back. You're doing the back-to-back Alaska, right, Kim? Was it you that said that?
I am.
Pat, okay. Is anybody, well, let me ask you, we have not done back-to-back before. And I understand it's pretty simple that they just call you in, give you a new ID or whatever, and send you on your merry way. Is that pretty much how it works?
Well, I've only done back-to-backs on Norwegian, and it depends on the port. You know, and some of them, it's like you have to get off the ship until they clear it to zero. And, you know, and I've had some where they come on board and check you out and say, okay, go sit down until, you know, whatever. So who knows? But I'm not changing rooms, so that makes it extra easy.
Yeah. What we had hoped to do was to get off that morning and then just zip around Vancouver a little bit and see some things and be back, you know, so we don't mind leaving. That's part of our plan. So anybody else have anything they want to talk about or questions or comments or whatever?
No, I think we're good. I think I'm going to pack it in now. I got a few things to do yet this afternoon. So it's nice to see everybody and chat with everybody again. And to say 77 days.
Yeah.
Do we want anybody want to swap emails before then?
Sure.
For chatting?
Sure.
Yeah, put them in chat.
Huh?
I was just going to say, can we just put them in through chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best way.
Just do another chat and
Yeah.
Just in case there's anybody got any last minute problems doing anything, and we can.
Well, and I'll set up another one of these at the end of next month, you know, and you know, it's always good just to get together, even if it's just for a few minutes and talk about whatever. I think all of us will have everything nailed down by then, it looks like. So.
Thing not working.
Let's put an email in there.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Excellent.
That sounds like a plan. Okay.
Thank you.
And we
can
find out for the Esters between now and then.
Brilliant. Good stuff. Right. Thanks, Donna and John, everybody.
Yep. Thanks for setting this up, Edward. Really appreciate it.
Not a big deal. Just, you know, we'll keep doing it. If one or two people show up, one or two of us will have a good time. So
be sure to drop your email in the chat before you leave. I'll do a copy paste and then I'll send a group email so everybody has each other's email address.
All right, that's
Okay.
fine. Yeah. How do we do that?
I was just doing screenshots, but that'll be easier.
Oh yeah, you could do a screenshot if you wanted to.
I did the same thing.
Dee Marie's highly organized.
Well, I figured if I send a group chat, then we're all in it, and then
That's
you
true.
can just do reply.
That's true. And I'll post this Zoom chat in the room in a little while, so it's available for anybody else that wants to watch it. If sooner or later people are going to realize how much fun we have, they're going to want to join us. So I keep telling myself that.
Yeah, I think the last one that you have before we sail will probably be full.
Yeah.
Lots of people. Because I think people, as the closer you get, the more excited you get. Still, I mean, 77 days is great, but that's not like 27 days, right?
That's true. That's true.
Yep, for sure. Okay, I'm going to book off. Have a good day, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay,
all right,
bye.
Kim, thank you. And
Bye.
we'll get all the names together. And guys, we'll see you next month. And we'll see you in the room, okay? Or in the group.
Perfect.
Okay.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye.
Okay, don't shut it off, Ed. I'll grab these.
Yes, ma'am.
How do you do that? That's what you do.
Hold on. I'm just opening up a Word doc so I can throw it in the Word doc. Writer. Okay, here we go.
And by the way, Donna and John, since you are still here, I will want recommendations for Liverpool area while we're cruising. So
restaurants and things, yeah.
Do you like Chinese?
Chinese, like food?
Yeah,
yes,
sure. There's all sorts.
There's all sorts. Yeah. There's a lovely Argentinian restaurant there.
Yeah.
A steak restaurant, and yes, we will do that. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, I got it, Ed.
Okay.
Bye.
Guys, we will see you later, all right?
All right, thank you. Bye. Have
a great day. So now it's just you and me, but we got to go. So you got it?
Yeah, I'm just saving it to Celebrity.
Okay, I'm ending it now.